Yes.
Okay, good.
2-1.
2-1. Ooh, gave up a goal. All right. Do you want a statement?
Sure.
That's fine. You want to ask a question? Well, I was really proud of the way we bounced back after Tuesday's disappointment. And, you know, and then, you know, to be playing without Carly, I thought our kids, and not really knowing we were going to be able to play with her, and maybe that was not a bad thing to know, to not really know that until this morning or right before tip-off even actually. But you know, Sarah was I thought spectacular. I mean, she really battled and did what we needed her to do. And Allie, you know, those two kids, we had to kind of ride them in Carly's absence. But obviously our bench played really well, and you know, I thought we committed to working really hard defensively, and the fact that we rebounded even with them was a key part of the game also.
Did you get kind of lucky with them shooting so poorly from the line?
Oh, yes. No question. Oh, no question. I mean, they're not a great free throw shooting team, but they're certainly not that bad. Yeah, we definitely got lucky that from that standpoint. But they did get some offensive rebounds on those misses. But yeah, I mean, they have to feel like they left, you know, 6 to 8 to 10 points on the line, and that was, you know, that would have made a major impact late. So yeah, and we weren't perfect. We struggled against their 2-1-2 in the second half, and we hit a lull and turned the ball over there, and you know, and then turned the ball over there at the end. But I thought just, you know, being even on the glass and obviously making 12 threes compared to their 3 those were the reasons, probably the primary reasons that we won the game.
What were the couple keys to just withstanding some of those runs that they had?
Well, it certainly wasn't my cool. I don't know. You know, Jordan Garrison hit a big 3, and you know, and Taylor seemed to, you know, those kids, you know, who really don't have a lot of experience, just stepped up and buried shots at key times, and you know, that's huge. I thought, you know, and just kind of trusting each other, and we've played enough people that I feel like, you know, it's not like we have to have a certain lineup on the floor, that those kids, you know, are capable of doing that. I don't know. I mean, I'm pleased, but also, you know, we have some work to do to not put ourselves in that situation, because we were erratic. I mean, I thought we played really well in stretches offensively, and then we really didn't play well offensively in stretches, and sooner or later that'll come back to bite us. But you know, we made shots when we had to.
Starting off the second half, how important was it to go on that little run there and to get that lead?
Yeah, you know, I think especially based on the fact that we had lost the other night, and just kind of, you know, to keep the belief that we could win. I think that was a big part of it. I think, you know, if we hadn't gotten off to the start we did in the second half, I think it would have been, you know, first of all, we needed the points down, you know, at about that 6 or 8 minute mark. But I think part of it, the other part was just that, you know, we'd lost 2 in a row, and our confidence wasn't maybe what it would have been had we not been in that situation.
How big of a win is that for you come springtime here, being the ACC team in general?
Well, yeah, it's a great win. I mean, I think, you know, and they're a younger team. They're not the most experienced team, and they'd only been on the road once. And so we talked about, you know, hey, you know, that it's, I don't care where you're from. You know, those first couple road games are not easy. And I felt like that was part of the equation, was that they hadn't been on the road a lot. But yeah, it's big. It's big because we'd lost 2 in a row, and we've got, you know, we got a road game, and then we got Notre Dame and Nebraska coming up. So our schedule's hard in this period of time. So you don't want to, you know, go too long without knowing what it's like to win. And that's, to me, with a younger team, the longer you go without winning, you know, the harder it is to kind of get that feeling back. So that's, to me, why it was as big as it was.
Last question. You talked about Sarah's play.
Well, she plays the way she practices. She approaches practice the right way, and she competes every day, and she's she's undersized, but she battles at both ends. And I just said on the radio, she's what makes her a really good offensive low post player for 6 foot is she's just patient. She, most post players have a tendency to get sped up and don't read defense. She's got a gift for being able to take a breath and read where defense is and react accordingly, and that's a huge part of some people. You can work with that on them, but they either have it or they don't to some degree. And she's really patient. She's in great shape, phenomenal shape, which allows her to play at that level both ways. Because she is undersized defensively, and yet the last 2 games she's averaged over 13 rebounds a game. It's because she's in great shape. She doesn't get tired as easily as a lot of people would.